Yasu Malagezo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Brad Pitt.
I gotta add this to my Tinder profile. Thank you, my brothers, my sisters. This means so much, more than I can possibly fathom. I want you to know I watch everything. I watch you all, and the work has been mesmerizing, so I thank you. I want to thank my co-stars, Leo, Margot Robbie's feet, Margaret Qualley's feet, Dakota Fanning's feet. Seriously, Quentin has separated more women from their shoes than the TSA.
All right, that was good. But let me just get this straight. So, he's good looking. He's rich. He's famous. He's powerful. And he's funny. So basically, what was left over, you're now hearing doing a shitty podcast. I feel like Danny DeVito in Twins.
Whoa, you telling me I'm the crap?
This is not true.
Well, wait a minute, Julius, I want to hear this. You telling me that I am the leftover crap, that I'm no good?
He's wrong.
He's right. I mean, yeah, he's right. Listen, some of us just are born, I was gonna say lucky, but I mean this is just beyond lucky. You know what I mean? You know. But in all honesty, Brad Pitt is a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like he's not really full of himself. You know, so it's not like that. So you know, but seriously, I don't think I've ever seen a guy who is being this successful, who has never heard of the term jerking off. So I figure, you know what? Let's do a podcast about this guy. Let's celebrate this guy's life. Because, you know, and maybe not a lot of people know about him. You know, maybe there's somebody in a cave in Egypt, you know, that, you know, keeps to themselves. And who the fuck are we kidding? Everybody knows who Brad Pitt is. But let's talk about him some more, shall we? So again, let's go to the lovely website that is Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, because I love free shit. Let's begin. William Bradley Pitt, born December 18th, 1963, is an American actor and film producer. He is the recipient of various accolades, including an Academy Award, a British Academy Film Award, and 2 Golden Globe Awards for his acting, in addition to a 2nd Academy Award, a 2nd British Academy Film Award, a 3rd Golden Globe Award, guys, it keeps going, and a Primetime Emmy Award as a producer under his production company, Plan B Entertainment. Pitt first gained recognition as a cowboy hitchhiker in the road film Thelma and Louise. You know, that is true, but I remember him doing a Kick-Ass Pringles commercial. So, yeah. Remember when Pringles first came out? It was a whole big deal. I mean, it came in a tube and they were curled, and I don't know, they used to have the pizza ones, then they took them back, and then they brought them back again, and you know, this is why I'm not successful. His first leading roles in big budget productions came with the drama films A River Runs Through It and Legends of the Fall, and the horror film Interview with the Vampire. He gave critically acclaimed performances in the crime thriller Seven and the science fiction film 12 Monkeys. the latter earning him a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor and an Academy Award nomination. Pitt starred in Fight Club and the heist film Ocean's 11, as well as its sequels, Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13. His greatest commercial success have been Ocean's 11, Troy, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, World War Z, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, for which he won a second Golden Globe Award and the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Pitt's other Academy Award nominated performances were in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Moneyball. He produced The Departed and 12 Years a Slave, both of which won the Academy Award for Best Picture, and also The Tree of Life, Moneyball, and The Big Short, all of which were nominated for Best Picture. Pitt is the second actor to have won Academy Awards for both Best Supporting Actor and Best Picture. As a public figure, Pitt has been cited as one of the most powerful and influential people in the American entertainment industry. For many years, he was cited as the world's most attractive man by various media outlets, and his personal life is the subject of wide publicity. He is divorced from actresses Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie. There's nobody in the world that could literally get away with saying that sentence. I'm divorced from two of the most beautiful women that have ever walked this planet. Holy shit. I mean, fuck the awards. I mean, that alone. Anyway, sorry. Almost done here. Pitt has 6 children with Jolie, 3 of whom were adopted internationally. Now, I've seen a picture of these kids. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's pretty obvious to see which ones were adopted. Unless Brad Pitt had an affair with, Halle Berry, which obviously I'm pretty sure he could pull off that trifecta. Let's just really be honest here. I know Halle Berry likes white guys, so I'm just saying. But that's cool. That's actually really nice. To give other kids, a chance for a normal life, normal family. Well, I mean, maybe not normal family, like in the public eye and all that, but you know what I mean. I think that's nice to do. So, I don't know, none of the kids really look like them, do they? I mean, I'm trying to, the one kid, I don't know, maybe a little Jolie. The other one kind of looks like both of them, and then like the taller one, I don't know, he kind of looks like the kid on the Connors a little bit. I mean, maybe a little both, maybe the same hair as Pitt, Again, like, can you imagine being that good looking? And then on top of that, you have like gold, long hair. You know what I mean? Like, and again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm as straight as they come. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. I mean, just like my mom said. I mean, look at the way he dresses. But I'm just curious to see, did Brad Pitt have like really good looking parents? I mean, let's check it out. Hold on, Brad Pitt's parents. Okay, I expect these people to look like models. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting the father to look way different. I don't know. He kind of looks like I don't know, maybe like an Irish version of actually, ironically, kind of looks like an Irish version of Jennifer Aniston's father, who's awesome actor on Days of Our Lives. His mom's his mom's cool. Not that tall, I mean, I'm taller than my parents, so it happens, I guess. But he's a lucky son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. I mean, how does it? Sometimes it just happens. I'm telling you. I mean, like, his sperm must have been like swimming in there that day, that magical night. And not only did it fight through everyone, it's like, listen, guys, I'm the best looking here. I think it'd be a waste, for you or the 3 million to go through. I'm sure the next one will be just as good looking. Yeah, so it's crazy, man. I mean, like, it really is. Like, if this dude was not a movie star, I mean, he completely wasted his life. So, I mean, you heard for a while that Elvis was a truck driver, but if this, but if you see this guy as a pool man, like, first of all, he's going to be definitely fucking your wife. Second, it would just be a complete waste of life. So, yeah, man. I mean, everything seemed to pretty much worked out with Brad Pitt. And there's some couple facts I found about this dude on was a celebrityfunfacts.com. All right, let's see how fun these facts really are, but let's check it out. Brad Pitt worked hard and made his own way. I'm sure if Brad Pitt made a podcast, he wouldn't burp in the middle of it, to the top. If you love Brad Pitt for his amazing acting, why the fuck would Brad Pitt bother with a podcast? Anyways, your respect for him is just about to skyrocket. Brad Pitt is not one of those people who was born with a silver spoon. He made his way to the big screen by doing small, low-paying jobs all his life. Some of the most notable ones include being a dancing mascot at a restaurant, being a pool boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I just made that joke. I swear to God, I did not know this was going to happen. Can you imagine, like, I mean, think about it, like, if you're a rich dude, okay, you're retired, like, with your, beautiful wife, and then all of a sudden, like, you're like, hey, pool boy, can you just, clean up over there? Sure, and he's giving you, like, the evil eye, and then, of course, your wife was looking at him, and he's like, this guy, like, what a great life. And I mean, dude, this guy must be, I mean, if this guy's penis could talk, and serving as a chauffeur to earn money for his livelihood. There you go. Okay, so he worked all those jobs. That's cool, man. I mean, I did not know that. They got a picture of him here. He looks like, see, definitely the striped shirt for sure. That's when you know you're working your ass off. You're just trying to, kind of blend in after work. Go to the bar. Secretly, meet the rich tycoon's wife that you're fucking, and oh yeah, the filter's clean. Don't worry, I'm sure it is. Very active at school. Brad is not just a pretty face. Back in school, he was thoroughly involved in the debating society and played a handful of sports such as golf and basketball. He was also fond of the drama club. All right. There you go. So that explains right there. He wanted to be an actor there. He always keeping active. I'm sure he was the least popular in school. Who the fuck? This again? Some people just hit the fucking jackpot, coming out of out of where, and goddamn, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie in the Forbes list of top earning couples. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have made it to the 5th spot on the Forbes list of top earning couples. They earned $34 million combined in a span of 1 year. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is beautiful. I'm talking about Angelina Jolie. I mean, she's just a complete knockout. Like I've recommended for my male viewers out there, Gia, unrated. You'll thank me in the morning. But yeah, it just, I mean, she's cool too. Again, we're going to get into that whole thing. We all know what happened there. Okay. We know, just saying. But yeah, 34 mil, that's, okay. And you, again, guys, I'm sorry. I just can't get over the whole pool boy thing. Again, like I think about if you got Brad Pitt's looks, okay, worst case scenario, you're not making the most money, whatever, but you still get the, fuck any woman you want. I mean, this is, and again, he plays it cool. He doesn't really talk about his affair. I get it. That's what you do. Brad Pitt manages his private family life. A private and possessive person about his family. Brad is known to hate the paparazzi. No shit. Who doesn't? While he vacations with his family. After the birth of their twins, the first picture of them and Angelina was so awaited that it sold for $14 million alone. Guys, I have baby pictures that are literally worth dick all. I mean, at one point I kind of had like hair like Casey Kasem, but I mean, that's it. Like, you know, and now it's just, you know, Curly from the Three Stooges. This is, fuck, 14 fucking mil. Jesus Christ. You know what's funny too? A random fact I heard, I just want to throw this in there, is before I forget, because my memory is shit. I heard that, you see, again, the Brad Pitt name alone is worth something. And some kind of company overseas, okay, all they wanted to do was put his name on their jeans. That's it. He didn't have to do any commercials, no nothing. They just wanted permission to put his name on the jeans. And they said, you know what? 10 million. That's it. I mean, this is a while ago I heard this. I don't know if this is true, but I'm just saying the name alone, Brad Pitt, 2 simple syllables, 8 letters. 4 here, 4 there, that's it. 10 mil. One picture, 14 mil. Can you imagine what the sex tape would sell like? I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're gonna do it. Just, you know, think of the possibilities. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay, women would be happy, guys would be happy. You know, it just, everything's there. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Would John Voight approve? Absolutely not. I wish Jolie got more along with John Voight there. I love the man ever since Midnight Cowboy to recent Ray Donovan. He's been fucking awesome. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but at the same time, you know, just this is so far. This is a kick-ass life. We're only on fact number 5. Holy shit. Brad Pitt is known to score high in all sorts of top rankings. No shit. No doubt. Brad Pitt is one of the best looking stars around. In 2007, he was ranked 2nd in Forbes' most selling faces list, was chosen 5th on the list of the 100 most powerful celebrities, and was 4th on People's Magazine's list of sexiest men alive. One thing I don't understand, and a lot of people have brought this up, is once you're ranked the most sexiest man alive, how do you lose it? You know what I mean? Like unless you die, you know, unless you extremely age very poorly, you know, you don't really lose it, right? You know, and I don't know, over the years, what was it? John Legend, Idris Elba have gotten it. I think both these guys are married, right? So, you know, I mean, there's no point of having superpowers if you can't use them, right? I'm just saying, but still, it is, you know, it's, you know, and then recently they got Paul Rudd up there. He's married too. That's a weird picture because Paul Rudd is such a chill dude, whatever. And I don't know, the way they pose the picture, I don't know. It's kind of like I mean, you tell it's like all airbrushed and edited, and I don't know. I mean, it kind of brings me back to how like he was leaning there. Like remember when Burt Reynolds posed nude? It was just, you know, I mean, way less hair, but you know, still, just, I don't know. It's a cool honor. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure he doesn't need it, but you know, again, let's add more whipped cream to this awesome pie. Brad Pitt's hand and shoe prints at the TCL Chinese Theater. Brad Pitt is one of those few actors whose hand and shoe prints are embossed in cement outside the TCL Chinese Theater, formerly Grauman's, I think I said that right, Chinese Theater, for his powerful performance in the movie Ocean's 11, together with George Clooney and Matt Damon. Such engaging fan following is the best achievement Pitt has had out of his acting career. There you go. On top of that, he's got cool friends. I mean, you know, what more do you... It's... Again, we're only on number 7 here. Before Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt had relationships with Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, so I've heard. Brad Pitt has had one roller coaster ride when it came to relationships and marriages. His engagement to Gwyneth Paltrow and marriage with Jennifer Aniston were pretty short-lived affairs. At present, his relationship with Angelina Jolie, clearly this was written a really long time ago, has been stable with 4 kids in tow. Now they're 6. All right, so I don't know. You guys got to update this. Come on, you're gonna make me look bad here. But yeah, I even heard a thing where I mean the whole Harvey Weinstein thing. You know, like at the time he was going out with her, and like you know the fucking jerk off was threatening her, and Brad Pitt stepped in. He said, "Hey man, listen, I'm gonna fucking punch you out. That's it." So again, not only is he a cool dude, but he's a badass as well. So good for you, Mr. Pitt. Brad Pitt, the most wanted family man. Well, do tell. Brad Pitt is an exception when it comes to Hollywood actors. Not only has he earned countless awards for his acting skills and his raw beauty, Hollywood's Life and Styles list ranks him number 1 on the list of the top 10 Hollywood dads and number 4 on Touch magazine's hottest Hollywood dads list. You know why he's number 1? Because a lot of moms want to be with him. That's why. I'm pretty sure if I made a list, Angelina Jolie would, absolutely be the number 1 wife. So, again, winning the gene pool is sometimes just better than the lottery. Charity and donations are always close to Brad Pitt's heart. Charitable contributions have been immense under Brad Pitt's name. In 2006, he donated $1 million to the foundation Doctors Without Borders and another $1 million to the Globe Action for Children. He also has his own charity foundation with his wife, Angelina Jolie. Again, you got to update this, guys. The Jolie Pitt Foundation. Okay. I'm assuming it's, well, maybe they kept it together. Maybe it's like, okay, you take half the charity here, I take half charity there, and then, we meet every year for, do our taxes, and that's it. Okay, so, you never know. Either way, that's nice. You start a charity, you want to give back to people. I like that. I respect it. Brad Pitt takes on weight if needed to play a role with conviction. Do you remember Brad Pitt from the blockbuster movie Troy? Sources say Brad gained a whopping 20 pounds of muscle to fit his role in Troy. No doubt, he has the dedication it takes for an actor to completely immerse himself in the role he plays. That is true. He definitely did bulk up. I remember talking to my dad when we went to go see a movie. He's like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And I told him, he's like, "Dad, Brad Pitt's a pretty skinny dude." He's like, "What do you mean? He jacked up for the?" He's like, "Yeah, it's for Troy. I mean, you can't play, a bisexual warrior if it's true, guys. Look it up. I'm Greek, I know. It'd be a skinny dude. So." Because then I remember afterwards I saw him in Ocean's 12 there, and he's like wearing a trench coat. But I'm like, dude, you got to eat something, please. Like we get it. I don't know how he can smoke. I don't know if he still smokes weed. I mean, by the way, Brad Pitt smokes. He used to smoke a lot of weed and a lot of cigarettes too. A lot of cigarettes. So maybe that kept him thin for a bit. I don't know, but I think he's cut down on that. And I don't know, you smoke a lot of weed and that just stays so skinny. I don't know. Him and Snoop. I don't know. I don't know how you guys do it, man. God bless you. Brad Pitt does whatever it takes to win the heart of his beloved one, even learning Greek. A romantic by nature, Brad Pitt is known to be a sweetheart while he is in a relationship with any woman. During the Pitt and Aniston days, it was rumored that he took Greek lessons to master the language because Aniston has Greek origins. No fucking shit. That is awesome. So, on top of every great thing that Brad Pitt is already known for, there's probably a good chance he probably knows more Greek than I do, which... it's a little embarrassing, but at the same time, again, Jennifer Aniston, she's awesome. Miss Aniston, your dad is awesome. I grew up loving Days of Our Lives. It's it's great. Yeah, so you do what you got to do. Commercials with Brad Pitt in it are banned in Malaysia. We love seeing Brad Pitt's handsome face in the Toyota Altis. Altis. I think I said that right. Commercials. Okay. However, these commercials are banned in Malaysia because the authorities there have concluded that if the commercials run for too long with Brad in them, Malaysian men will start feeling inferior. There are no more words to describe this man's global charm. Listen, I've cracked a few mirrors back in my day. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't mind seeing a commercial with Brad Pitt. I don't care. It's not going to affect my masculinity. I know. He won the biggest lottery in life. I get it. It's cool. I don't mind that. But you guys, you gotta get over your shit, man. I mean, come on. That's I would say he can't fuck every woman, but I mean, can he? Like, the movie 7 Years in Tibet had some adverse consequences. Brad Pitt has been barred in entering China. His role in the movie 7 Years in Tibet was apparently controversial for the Chinese in terms of their beliefs. Therefore, no trips to the Orient scheduled for him. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He is banned for doing a movie. Okay. Again, come on. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, listen, again, like with me, I should be more pissed off that, he, knows more Greek than I do. That's fine. I get it, but come on, just China, come on. Brad Pitt walking around the street there, just chilling and relaxing. Come on. Everybody's got to be welcome here, okay? We see what's going on in the world now with Russia and Ukraine. We can't exclude anybody from anything, okay? Again, okay? I wish Brad Pitt could be ugly for at least one day, just so, he knows how all of us feel. But, again, it is what it is. Don't discount anybody. Just saying. Brad Pitt, the wedding ring designer. Okay, now he designs jewelry. I mean, does he piss gold too? Brad Pitt's personality is one that oozes exclusivity. In 2001, he sued the ring maker to whom he gave the design for Jennifer Aniston's ring for making replicas and selling it with his brand name. Sources say Brad designed the ring himself to make it special for his first wedding. Yeah, man, like I told the story before about getting permission to use his name. I mean, it's his name, man. That's it. What do you think? People weren't gonna say shit. I mean, come on now, you're Malaka. Brad Pitt, always dressed in style and with elegancy, according to polls. If you love Brad Pitt's sense of style, you are not the only one. In 2006, he was named the best dressed man after a poll was conducted in this category to look for Hollywood's most elegant man. Together with wife Angelina Jolie, again, they have also been chosen as the 9th best dressed couple in the entire world. Not anymore. But, yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, when you reach a certain status, everything is just given to you. Okay? You get, or worst case, you get good deals on stuff. I mean, you don't want to be a schnook, but at the same time, you just, Hollywood likes its fashion. Me, I like my jeans and t-shirts. Brad Pitt has a pilot's license. Of course he does. Having an adventurous streak is an asset to his personality. In 2010, Brad booked a seat with Richard Branson to fly into space in Branson's Virgin Galactic shuttle. He also has a pilot's license for single-engine planes. I mean, okay. Would I get into a plane with Brad Pitt flying? Would I get into a plane with Harrison Ford flying? Would I want to go to space? Because no, I don't. Well, okay, Brad Pitt, yeah, I'll take a chance. Harrison Ford, yes. Space, no. No. It's not. It's no. This is stupid. This whole thing going into space and like whatever. I mean, like if you want to fly around for a little bit, I get that, but I don't know, man. I mean, something's gonna go wrong. I've seen aliens too many times. The shit just grabs your face, sucks it. There's a good joke there. The point is, I'm not taking that chance. No, it's no. Safer on the ground. It's no. This ugly dude is staying right here. Brad Pitt is supposedly always eating or drinking something on the big screen. According to fan gossip, it is more than just a coincidence that Brad Pitt is always shot in scenes while he is eating or drinking something. This is really a curious fact when you recall a scene from one of his movies. He is always casually munching on something or the other, trying to search some of his most famous scenes from blockbuster films to convince yourself. Now, look, I mean, I think pretty much everybody's being caught eating in movies, but I will say this: in the first Ocean's 11 there, I think pretty much every scene he is eating something. I remember at the end, he's wearing the whole, George Clooney calls it the Ted Nugent shirt. I think at one point he's eating the last thing, and then you tell like he just pounds on his chest a bit, and he's like, it's just too much, And I get it when you weigh like 140. I mean, fuck, you eat a burrito, yeah, you're gonna feel it. Me, it's just it's like dropping like a penny in acid. Brad Pitt's first big role in the Thelma and Louise in 1991. Brad Pitt's fast track to stardom was ignited when he once took off his shirt on the set of a movie in his initial years. His appearance was a big catch on the big screen. Together with his hard work and acting classes, Pitt's part-time jobs paid off when he was finally cast in Thelma and Louise in 1991. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Hurricane Katrina prompted Brad Pitt to find sustainable solutions for the affected homeless people. Brad Pitt's services for helping with the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and its victims are undeniable. He paired up with the environmental group Global Green USA to find an environmentally sustainable plan for building communities and home for the homeless people. Hey man, that always helps. Absolutely. So, you got it, spread it around. Brad Pitt has a unique eye for design and architecture. Some of Brad Pitt's most favorite hobbies include swimming, playing instruments, and paying attention to detail in interior designs and famous architectural monuments. His $4 million home, no, it's got to be wrong. You might have to add another zero on there, is known for its amazing architecture and immaculate design. I'm gonna have to believe you on that one. I've never seen it. I assume at the time when he was living with Jennifer Aniston there, I'm sure there were a couple Greek statues, some columns, very cool. Probably looked like a little bit like the house in My Fat Greek Wedding, which actually, from where I live, it's literally not even like a 5-minute drive. It's actually a really nice house, really nice neighborhood. Where is it? Go find out yourself, guys. The point is that he has had pretty kick-ass life. I mean, that is pretty awesome. Very generous dude, giving to charities, and yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Not gonna lie. I mean, like I said, he's come from humble beginnings. It even says here that his father, Bill Pitt, owned a trucking company, and his mother, Jan Pitt, was a family counselor. There you go. Yeah, man, if you're a trucker, man, you spend, God only knows how long on the road. I mean, it could be days, weeks, who knows. I mean, I worked at a power plant one time, and we would have truckers load in there. I mean, they'd be there for 24 hours just filling up on whatever. And, I mean, God only knows when you can use the bathroom properly, and, piss jugs everywhere. And, I remember this one American guy. He was like 5 feet. Hey, how's it going, big fella? Do you mind if I use the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. And then the fucking guy goes in there. He's smoking away. And keep in mind, this is like a fucking chemical plant, right? Like where they make paints and shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're gonna blow us all up. I mean, but I don't know. What are you gonna do? I'm still here doing the decent podcast. And yeah, that's pretty cool, man. The guy's a hard-working motherfucker. I mean, he's earned his shit. He's like they said, things were not given to him. Good dude, and yeah, absolutely. He's all right. And I'll tell you one thing, he's done a shit ton of projects. I forgot how much shit he's done, but thanks to good old IMDb here, not Rotten Tomatoes, because a new movie is 100%. Come on, Malaka. You gotta be realistic, huh? It's owned by Paramount. It's all fixed. Anyways, so let's start with his very first job, which was in 1987, according to IMDb. And he was in a movie called Hunk, and he played Boy at the Beach, and he was uncredited. So, again, guys, I don't have to point out the irony that his first thing that he literally starred in was called Hunk. I mean, let's, again, I don't know. He must have... You gotta assume that Brad Pitt in a later life, like, he must have been like a part-time doctor saving lives, and then in his off hours, maybe he was like a volunteer firefighter, and maybe he died when he was really young, saving like 10 kids from an orphanage, and God's like, listen, dude, the next life, I got you. He's like, well, what are you gonna do? Listen, trust me, I got you. Okay, you might have to learn Greek, but other than that, you're good. Okay, so let's check out this movie here, because I've never heard of it. 4.6 out of 10. I don't think a lot of people have either. A computer nerd makes a deal with the devil and gets a new beefcake body. Okay, remember when I said before that he probably did some good things? Maybe he made a deal with the devil too. I don't know. Hey, things happen. I don't know. Who knows? This looks like a horrible movie. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know. I don't know the people that are in it. The one guy, James Coco, he looks familiar. I've seen this dude in something. I don't know what it is. He's got that familiar face. Other than that, I got nothing. There's another guy, Avery Schreiber. I wonder if he's related to the other guy. Isn't that the... Yeah, the other guy from Ray Donovan. The shit, maybe he's related to him. I don't know. Who knows? You never know. But anyways, yeah, I've absolutely never heard of this movie. I don't know what's going on. Again, it was the 80s. They had a lot of movies like this where, bullshit happened. These teen little flicks, whatever. Guys dressing up with pirates. I mean, this is way before Johnny Depp. But Bradley Brinkman made a deal, or a devil of a deal. Now he's America's hottest piece of beachfront property. Oh, I see what they did there. Okay, fair enough. Okay, the devil is a woman in a red dress. Yep, you got that. The devil in this one is bald. So, okay. Maybe wears a wig. Who knows? But yeah, listen. You want to check this movie out? Go for it. It's up to you. It's up to you. I don't care. I don't, honestly. And then the next movie he did was, it wasn't a movie, it was a TV show. It was Another World. Another World. Sounds familiar. Was it a soap opera? No, I think it was. Wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, okay. So again, where do pretty actors go? They end up on soaps, okay? A lot of people always make fun of soap operas, but I've heard stories where literally they have to memorize like 100 pages worth of scripts in one day. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So, I know it's not like reading the Iliad or nothing, I love you. No, I don't love you. Your sister's next door. I'm going to fuck her. But, whatever. Still, it's cool. Couple episodes on there. That's it. Beautiful. Then he was in a movie called No Way Out. He was a party guest. Also, he was uncredited. There you go. Kevin Costner. There you go. Kevin Costner, Gene Hackman, Sean Young. Okay. There you go. Okay. There you go. So, I don't know. Maybe some dude in the background or something. I don't know. I mean, yeah. There you go. Get to work with some good people. Why not? I'm sure if they remade this movie today, he would be the one sleeping with Gene Hackman's wife, but whatever. No Man's Land. He plays a waiter. Also, he's uncredited. I got Charlie Sheen. There you go. Whatever happened to that guy? You got Randy Quaid. Oh, fuck. Do your history on that guy. Trust me, it's fucking crazy. Bill Duke, Emmett Walsh, Laura Harris, D.B. Sweeney. Have I seen this movie before? I don't know. 6.1 out of 10. It's okay. It's one of those movies maybe you'll like and hate. I don't know. We'll see. Again, it's up to you. And then he was in a movie called Less Than Zero, which is the complete opposite of his life. He was a party goer and preppy kid at fights. Also uncredited. Why is he not getting the credit he deserves in all these 1987 movies? Oh, fuck. I remember this movie. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I remember. Okay. So, yes. There's like a part in the movie where they're going to the party, whatever, and then you see him in the background, like leaning against the wall. Yeah, that's Brad Pitt. But in all seriousness, this movie is awesome. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Again, I got to do a podcast about him for sure one day. Mr. Iron Man, have to do it. But this is a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, his performance in this is really good. But again, Brad Pitt was, again, not credited. He is not getting the accolades he deserves. I mean, will he ever? Of course he will. But, for now, you just do these little roles here and there, get your name out there, That's it. Worst case scenario, you end up on a hit TV show. And that TV show was Dallas. Was he the one that shot JR? Or? No, probably not. But, it was all a dream? Okay, well, Biggie told me. That was everything was a dream back then. Everything like fucked up, and then it's like, I just had the worst dream. Brad Pitt was at a party and he didn't get credited. He played a character named Randy. Looked like he was in 4 episodes there. So why not? There you go. Cool. Then he was actually in an episode of 21 Jump Street. There you go. Just did one about Johnny there going, through the court cases and all his life, whatever. So he was in an episode with, I don't, was he in scenes with Johnny? I don't know. Who knows? Look it up yourselves, guys. I got so much things to do. And then he was in a movie called A Stoning in Fulham County. I've never heard of this one. Something to do with Amish people. That looks like, no. Is that... I don't think... That is Ron Perlman. Holy shit. Ron Perlman played an Amish dude. Oh my God, that's awesome. First of all, Ron Perlman is fucking... He's the man. I mean, if you ever seen Sons of Anarchy and Hellboy, the good ones that he was in. The second one I felt was better than the first one. That recent one with the dude from Stranger Things. He's a good guy, but yeah, no, you can't do that. But... Yeah, he was in this for a little bit. Okay, okay, that's good. So, I mean, I think it's always cool. Like I always mention this, like when actors are obviously starting out, they do little roles here and there, maybe some uncredited shit, whatever. But you get I mean, Brad Pitt so far he's working with some heavy hitters. Okay, maybe he's not like in, maybe he's a little scenes with him here and there, or whatever in the background. But still, it's cool just to do that shit. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. Then he was in a movie called The Dark Side of the Sun. I believe that is called Space. But, okay, so this looks like one of these movies where, yeah, okay. So basically, it's not a good movie. You can tell, 5.3 to 10. You can tell it's not a good movie just by looking at the movie poster, okay? It's one of these movies where, he's probably in it, whatever. Maybe he's the second lead in, third lead in. They're like, fuck it. Let's put this guy on the movie poster. Let's put him behind the sun because that's what it's called. So there you go. That's it. You want to check it out? Whatever. Head of the Class. Sorry. This show sounds familiar. I don't know why. Head of the Class. Head of the Class. Sounds familiar. Yeah, it looks familiar too. Is that Dennis Miller? No. Is it? No, I don't think it is. Is it? No, it's not. Robin Givens. Ugh, Christ. I don't like her. I don't. I'm a Mike Tyson fan. Okay, fuck her. Yeah. So again, he was in this show. Looks like it didn't last long. Yeah. Again, a lot of these shows, you hear of, you don't hear of. It's up to you guys. I mean, who knows what's online these days? Freddy's Nightmares is a TV series. I'm assuming that has to do with Nightmare on Elm Street. Yep, yeah, I was right. Okay, and they actually made a TV show. I did not know that. Wow. Freddy, the Dream Serial Killer, hosts his anthology of stories set in Springfield. Okay, I didn't even know they made this. Wow, okay. Robert Englund, you're awesome. But yeah, I didn't even know they made this into a TV show. Yeah, they did this a lot, 80s, 90s. You'd have a hit movie, and then you try and make it a TV show, and it never really works out. Just try to watch the TV show Uncle Buck. I actually don't forget it. Fuck it. Then he was in a couple episodes of Growing Pains. Show me that smile, oh, show me that smile. Ben. Yeah, rest in peace to Alan Thicke. And fuck, your kid's kicking ass. I mean, now he's on that show there. Was it America's Got Talent or one of these shows where you judge people, you hit a buzzer, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, good little show. He showed up on a couple episodes of that. Then he was in a movie called Cutting Class. I'm assuming it was about cutting class. Oh, no, it was a movie. Yeah, it was a movie. Okay. I don't know. In the movie poster, he looks pretty sad. He's holding some rope. Don't worry, Brad. It gets better. It gets better. A murderer is loose in a high school in this whodunit movie. Okay. 4.5 out of 10. I mean, I don't know, man. Even for the 80s, that's it's not good. But yeah, okay. I mean, did Brad Pitt do it? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Leave your comments in the section below. Happy Together. Da, 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 da. How is the weather? It was a movie he was in. Yeah, 5.9 out of 10. Patrick Dempsey, Helen Slater. Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of this one either. Okay. So I'm assuming Brad Pitt's one of his buddies or something, Hey, man, you should go out with her, Or, hey, man, you should stay away from her. She's not the bee's knees, Or some bullshit. Who knows? 30-something TV series. I'm 40-something. I can't hear you. The Image is a TV movie he did. Too Young to Die. It actually has the question mark at the end. That's why I said it like that. It's a TV movie he did. I'm just skipping through a lot of these because I mean, let's be honest. We've never heard of any of these. Across the Tracks. Is it a school? I don't know. Oh, I remember this movie. Yeah. Okay, this movie was okay. This is with him and what's his name? Ricky Schroeder. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this movie was okay. It wasn't anything like it's all right. It's about the two brothers here. One is a drug dealing layabout, while the other is a hardworking model son. Ugh. Don't you just hate when that happens when you have two kids and one of them is better than the other, and the other one's trying to help the other one, and maybe you can't help the other one, and again it was the 80s, 90s, and it's hey, let's. I don't know what happens. I totally forgot. Glory Days TV show he did. I don't know this one. Walker Lovejoy. That's a cool name. I'm not gonna lie. That's wasn't there like a Reverend Lovejoy or something? And oh, that was a Simpsons. Right. Okay, so okay. There you go. So 1991. We talked about this before. Breakthrough role, Thelma and Louise. He plays a character named J.D. Does it stand for Jermaine Dupri? I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, two best friends set out on an adventure, but it soon turns around to terrifying escape from being hunted by the police as these two girls escape for the crimes they committed. Oh, man. Woo! You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw this movie for the first time like maybe a few years ago or something. It's actually a pretty good movie. I mean, it starts off as like, whatever, and then all of a sudden there's a moment in the parking lot. I mean, you know what happens if you see it, and then you're like, oh shit, really? Like, oh wow, okay, so yeah. I mean, who knows what happens at the end? Maybe they drive off the cliff and maybe there's a trampoline there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's an edited version. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it ends up like Wile E. Coyote. He just bounces back and puts up a sign like the end. I don't know. Does anybody remember Wile E. Coyote? Remember that guy? He used to try to catch the Roadrunner. He's a super genius, but I don't know. Every 10 minutes he fucked up. But I don't know. The point is, it's a very good movie, and Brad Pitt had a couple scenes in this one, and nothing big, but of course, when you have a solid diet of Pringles, you can definitely just work on your 6-pack there, and it just comes together naturally. That's it. Boom. Then he was in a movie called Johnny Suede. Surprise. He plays a character named Johnny Suede. This is some Johnny Bravo haircut, but I don't know. I don't remember much about this movie. I don't. I remember he drank a lot of coffee. Other than that, I don't know. I got nothing. Not that memorable. But again, you get a lead in a picture. When you're young, like why not take a chance? So it's cool. It looks like he had some fun in the tub there. So there you go. Two-Fisted Tales. God, that's such a good joke there. Anyways, yeah, no. This can't be what I think it is. No, forget it. Cool World. Not really a cool movie. At the time, they try to do all this like animation, whatever, with that, with teaming up with humans and all that, and it just didn't. What? The point is, they tried to do a whole like an adult version of Roger Rabbit, I guess, but it just didn't. I don't know. Just didn't work. You know what I mean? Like even a lot of people called the movie like sexist because the way they portrayed the woman there, and I keep in mind this is way before #MeToo. So yeah, if it's I don't know. Tales from the Crypt. He was in one episode of that. Yeah, the first couple seasons of Tales from the Crypt were pretty good. I mean, they had like even Arnold Schwarzenegger in there, and they had a bunch of like good celebrities. And then I don't know, the last couple seasons, kind of whatever. But yeah, for the first couple, they got some big names in there, so that was pretty cool. A River Runs Through It. I just talked about this movie too. Yeah, good movie. Good little movie. I feel like I've talked about this movie like 3 times in the last like month. But once again, good movie. Again, I don't remember a lot about it because I saw it so long ago, but I do remember Craig Sheffer's in it, Brad Pitt's in it, Tom Skerritt, who, according to the movie Ted, is a fucking awesome dude. Yeah, good little movie. Good little movie. Don't want to give a lot away because it's, I think it's a little sad in some parts, but, it's okay. It's a movie. It should make you feel something, you know? It just reminds you that Brad Pitt's like just like any other guy, goes fishing, that's it. He was in Contact, which was a short. He did. I don't know what that is. California, spelled with a K. If this is the movie I'm thinking of, which I believe it is, yes, it is. Him and David Duchovny. Yes, Juliette Lewis in it too. This is a cool movie. I like this movie. It didn't get the best rating. I mean, 6.7 out of 10. That's not bad. It's, again, one of those movies where it's like, okay, you either love it or you'll hate it. But it's a cool little movie. I like it. I mean, these, what does it say here? The journalist duo go on a tour of serial killer murder sites with 2 companions, unaware that one of them is a serial killer himself. Ooh, which one is it? Which one is it? Is it the dude from Californication? Or is it the guy that's, it's is by far had probably the best life in the world? I don't know. You got to see it for yourself, guys. You got to see it for yourself. I can't help you with everything. I can't. I'm just, I'm only one man, standing next to a girl. Where's that from? I forgot. Anyways, True Romance. There you go. Okay, so this movie, I could do a whole podcast just on this movie alone, but this movie kicks ass. Okay, I could go into every little detail. Crazy cast of people. I mean, just insane cast. You look back at this cast now, you're like, holy shit. All these people were in this movie. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Brad Pitt, Gary Oldman, Christopher Walken, Bronson Pinchot, Samuel Jackson, Michael Rappaport, James Gandolfini, Tom Sizemore, Chris Penn. Fuck, the dude, this shit never fucking ends, man. Holy shit. I mean, basically, Quentin Tarantino wrote this movie, but he didn't direct it. Okay? So he was even there on set one day. I remember, this is a good little story. Long story short, the scene with Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper, again, I'm not going to give it away. It's a classic scene, but it happens right in the middle of the movie, and even Quentin Tarantino said, fuck, I put the best scene in the movie in the middle. So. But yeah, Brad Pitt he's barely in it. First off, I didn't know you can make a bong out of one of those bear honey containers, So, yeah, that's, he's like one of the Baldwins in Half Baked there. But yeah, it's not a it's not a major role at all. I mean, again, it's just him on the couch smoking weed, a couple scenes. That's it. But he's good. I mean, it's just funny when the gangster guys show up and kind of interrogate him. He's stoned out of his mind. He doesn't give a fuck, But in all honesty, guys, this is an amazing movie. It's up to you if you want to see this movie or the Quentin Tarantino cut. It's more cut like, let's say, Pulp Fiction style, where it goes like back and forth from scenes. It's up to you guys. I mean, either one is good. Yeah, definitely check that one out. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Brad Pitt's character is named Floyd. So, and this is Floyd, Dick's roommate, just in case you forget. Then he was in a movie called The Favor. I don't know what this is. This looks like, again, guys, you look at the movie poster, it looks like, like a Lifetime movie. You know what I mean? You got Brad Pitt with glasses. You got the guy who played the president in Independence Day. You got some guy with a mullet. You got two girls probably wondering who's going to have sex with Brad Pitt first. Yeah, 5.2 out of 10. It's up to you. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, you don't see a lot of people with mullets anymore. I don't know. Did women ever actually dig that, or no? I don't know. Interview with the Vampire Chronicles. All right. It's funny they say Chronicles because they only came out with one movie. I guess they're talking about the whole, because in the beginning, the guy's like, taking notes and whatever and getting his story and whatever. But yeah, this is an interesting movie. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. You see Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise play vampires. Kristen Dunst. I think it's the first movie I ever saw her in. She was great in it. Yeah, it's an interesting movie. To see, I think the most disturbing one is Antonio Banderas as a vampire. That's But again, all these guys in makeup still get way more pussy than I do. It's oh God. But yeah, it is definitely an interesting movie. I haven't seen it in a while. I remember it was pretty popular when it came out. Yeah, it's maybe they started the whole vampire thing, and this is why we got all these Twilight movies and all this shit after. Oh my God, fuck it, just. I think it's finally slowed down. I think more people now are obsessed with zombies, and it's whatever. But yeah, this is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It sounds like I'm not trying to knock it or whatever, but it is a good movie. It's interesting. That's all. You get to see everyone in vampire form, and it's yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. Legends of the Fall. Again, good little movie. A little long. I'm not gonna lie. Or it felt longer than it should have been, but I don't know. It's only 2 hours, 13 minutes. It seems longer. Okay. But yeah, what does it say here? In the early 1900s, three brothers and their father living in the remote wilderness of Montana are affected by betrayal, history, love, nature, and war. That's it. Okay. That's it. You get to see Anthony Hopkins. He's always great in everything. Julia Ormond, Adrian Quinn. Yeah, decent little cast of people. You get to see Brad Pitt look like Fabio here. Hey, what more do you want? It's more of I feel it's more of a date movie, I guess. Hey, it says here Brad Pitt is 5'11". He's that tall, really? No shit. Huh. I'm picking for that tall. All right. Yeah. Tall for a vampire. Okay. So yeah, it's a decent little movie. Like I said, I feel it's more of a movie that you see with your woman, whatever, But hey, who am I to judge? But I'll tell you one movie that you should see with or without your woman. I don't give a fuck. Is the movie Seven. And keep in mind, they take out the V and they put the 7 in there. So yeah. 8.6 out of 10, definitely well deserved. This is definitely one of the best, whodunit, thriller, serial killer, cops try to catch him movies of all time. First of all, the visuals in this movie are just fucking crazy. The whole dark atmosphere, the way they just create this world that they're in. It's almost like it's, obviously they're living in the city here, but it is just, it's crazy. It really is, the way they do it. I did hear originally they wanted Denzel Washington. Now, I'm not sure if it was Denzel Washington for Morgan Freeman's role or Brad Pitt's role. I'm not sure there, but I'm just assuming Morgan Freeman's role. Shut up, don't judge me. But yeah, but still, everything worked out perfect. These two played really well off each other. Morgan Freeman's great in everything he does. He's got one of the best voices of all time. I heard for he did March of the Penguins for like a quick $1 million. What now that's a kick-ass life too. Don't get me wrong. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We got okay. Listen, we all know Kevin Spacey's the bad guy at the end. Okay, I mean, I guess you can make the joke now they have 2 reasons to arrest him, but despite all the shit he did, he was really good in this movie. Okay, you do still got to give him his props for this movie. Gwyneth Paltrow's in it as well. I guess that's when they started dating, Brad Pitt and Gwyneth. Yeah, one thing that somebody pointed out online was the scene where they're in whatever the shop there, and in the background, it's clearly raining. You can see it, and you see somebody in the back with an umbrella who also has a limp, like you see later on with the murderer Kevin Spacey having the limp, whatever, right? And he's holding an umbrella. He goes to the door and then walks away. So they're kind of implying that like the killer is looking at him or looking at them the whole time, stalking them as well. I mean, I've always heard a thing where like serial killers, like in the end, all these fuckers, I mean, they're all nuts, obviously, but they all want to get caught in the end because, it's like them, I don't know, doing whatever the fuck. And, they actually want some kind of sick credit for their, thing. And it's fucking crazy. But this movie is just absolutely awesome. I mean, it's really, really good. And of course, it's named 7 because of the 7 deadly sins. So everybody that's getting murdered, I remember distinctly, I haven't seen this movie in a while, but I remember the one scene where, was it the one guy just overeats, because of gluttony. And it's just this big dude just sitting at the table, and you can see all this food around him. And it literally, the killer just made him stuff his face, and just killed him just by eating. I mean, that's my dream, but, still, like, yeah, it's, but in all honesty, this is a really, really good movie. And of course, there is that classic scene at the end, and I think you guys know what I'm about to play.
So the other day, I'm watching this movie with Brad Pitt and that blonde, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Sliding Doors?
Fuck no. 7. It's a good movie, and I've never seen it before. But after I do it, I'm thinking, this is bullshit. Wasting my fucking time. Why do I give a shit who the killer is? What difference is that information going to make in my life?
Very true.
So I shut it off.
Good for you. What did you do instead?
Went out in the yard and burned ants with a magnifying glass. Little sense of humor here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. That was clearly the wrong clip. Okay, here we go.
Let's show you the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
You're done now, baby.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
There you go.
He just told you.
You lied! You're a fucking liar! Shut up!
What do you want? He wants me to shoot him.
No! No! You tell me that's not true. That's not true.
Conventions.
Ah, she's all right. You tell me.
Become that.
Tell me she's all right!
Ready to a suspect, baby.
No! No!
Is my dick in a box? No, seriously, it's something way more fucked up than that. Yeah, again, I don't want to give it away. If you've never seen this movie, you absolutely got to see this movie. If anything, just watching this clip right now, it's pretty crazy. Like I said, like it was a whole dark atmosphere for the most part, and they're outside, and if you notice, like all their faces are like very like shadowy, very dark, so it's a very dark moment for all 3 characters. And I mean, this is a good movie, man. It's a really good movie. I haven't seen this one in a while, but yeah, I might have to go back and see it again. So again, if you've not seen this movie, you absolutely have to see the movie Seven. And trust me, Seven is, it's got nothing to do with good luck. So, but definitely check it out. In 1995, still, very good year for Brad Pitt, Seven, and then he did 12 Monkeys. Now, this movie, I've not, again, this is a movie I've not seen in a really long time, but again, another trippy movie. In a future world devastated by disease, a convict is sent back in time to gather information about the man-made virus that wiped out most of the human population on the planet. So, obviously you got Brad Pitt in there, you got Bruce Willis, you got Madeleine Stoy. Really, I mean, this is Brad Pitt's character, especially when he's in the whole asylum there, whatever, just very manic, very crazy. There was a rumor that, like, at the time, like, Brad Pitt did smoke a lot of cigarettes, like I said before. So to make him more, jittery and all that, the director just told him, look, I'm going to take away your cigarettes. That's it. You can't smoke. And that just helped him be a little bit more crazy. So he did get nominated, I believe, for this role. Definitely well-deserved. Like I said, I've not seen this movie in a long time, but I remember this movie being very, very trippy. So, yeah. I don't know, 2 in a row, man. Very just definitely outside of Brad Pitt's character. I mean, still getting to know him, through all these like little roles here and there. But I mean, yeah, this is the beginning of something for Brad Pitt for sure. So again, check out 12 Monkeys. Sleepers. It's a movie that a lot of people do not talk about. Very underrated movie, just in general. You got Kevin Bacon, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, Jason Patric, Brad Pitt. It's a very good movie, guys. After a prank goes disastrously wrong, a group of boys are sent to a detention center where they are brutalized. 13 years later, an unexpected random encounter with a former guard gives them a chance for revenge. Now, again, I'm not going to tell you what happens, not going to tell you what they did, but let's just be honest, guys. How many times have you heard stories about, these young boys being abused? And as far as I know, it's a fictional story. I don't think it's based on anything. I don't think so. I heard a rumor that it was, but I don't think it is. But stories like this are out there every day, and these guys want revenge. So really good cast, really good movie. Again, I'm not going to tell you what happens because what's the point in that? I'm just here to recommend movies. Okay, I don't know if you guys have figured that out yet. I don't want to give everything away, but hey, I'll give you a little crumb here and there, but that's it. So, but definitely, like I said, check this one out. Good movie as well. The Devil's Own. Decent movie. It's okay, it's not Brad Pitt's worst. It's not Harrison Ford's worst. It's, listen, a police officer uncovers the real identity of his house guest. An IRA terrorist is hiding. There you go, okay? Chances are he's probably fucking your wife too. The point is, okay, not everything's going to be a home run. This one's okay. It's not bad. Nothing, it's okay, But in the end, I'm pretty sure Harrison Ford probably inspired him to get the pilot's license. So, hey, at least that came out of it. So there you go. Decent little movie. It's up to you if you want to see it. 7 Years in Tibet. We talked about this one before. It's banned him in the country there. It's a decent little movie. I felt a little bit long, some parts, a little... Yeah, whatever. But, still an interesting movie, more of a dramatic role, I mean, I feel it's one of those movies where if they didn't get Brad Pitt, it helps to get, like, that big name, and at this point he was becoming a big name, so, it's a good little movie. It's actually based on a true story of Heinrich Herr, who was an Australian mountain climber who became friends with the Dalai Lama at the time of China's takeover of Tibet. Okay. So how come you ban him? I mean, come on. Just because he becomes best friends? What's wrong with that? Okay. I'm more concerned about the whole Dennis Rodman, Kim Jong-un thing. I don't know what's going on there. Dennis, I love you, but come on, unless you're gonna secretly assassinate him. I mean, come on, let's come on now. But yeah, so nothing wrong with that. You know, making new friends all over the world. I don't know. I don't know why they would ban him. I don't. You know, it's based on true story. It's not like they're just making this shit up. So I don't know. You decide. Meet Joe Black. Okay. Again, this is one of these movies where it's okay, but I feel it's more of a date movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is Brad Pitt, doing his best, to woo this woman. It says Death, who takes form of a young man, asks a media mogul to act as a guide to teach him about life on Earth. And in the process, he falls in love with his guide's daughter. Well, surprise, surprise. I mean, again, you got Anthony Hopkins in there, Claire Forlani, beautiful woman, lovely woman. I haven't seen her in anything in a while. I remember she was in Mallrats, right? Yeah, that's right. Jeffrey Tambor. It's a good little movie. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like downgrade this movie or nothing. I'm just saying like it's a good movie, but at the same time, it's one of those movies where it's you can take or you're watching a quiet night if it's snowing, raining, with your girl, just chill out, it's good. It's a good little movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I recommend it. I think it's cool. I don't know. You kind of forget that the whole body takeover thing. I don't know. I think it's more about just two pretty people falling in love, but that's just me. Being John Malkovich. Brad Pitt is in this, and once again, he's still uncredited, still getting on these uncredited roles in 1999. When is this guy going to get recognized? For fuck's sakes, Jesus. I totally forgot he was in this. I mean, did he make a brief appearance or something? Or it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I just totally forgot Brad Pitt was in this. But one movie I did not forget that he was definitely in 1999, which was actually a really good year for movies overall, if you do your research, is Fight Club. And he plays a character named Tyler Durden. And this is a pretty kick-ass movie. I mean, obviously there's the big twist, near the end there. If you've never seen this movie, obviously I'm not going to give it away, but there's a lot going on in this movie. Basically, it says here, an insomniac officer worker and a devil may-care soap maker form an underground fight club that involves into much more. No shit. First of all, after watching this movie, after seeing Brad Pitt, I definitely gotta get my fat ass in shape. I mean, there's no way. I mean, he's looking like the whole cast of 300. But Edward Norton kills it in this. This is a pretty crazy movie. Like even Meatloaf was in this movie. Rest in peace to Meatloaf. We lost him recently. Zach Grinner. Helen Bonham Carter, she's great in this too. This is one of these movies. Like, I don't want to give away a lot of details. Okay, we all know the number one rule and the only rule of Fight Club. I don't even have to play the fucking video. Okay, you don't talk about Fight Club. That's it. You don't. Second rule: you don't talk about Fight Club. That's it. Of course, people gossip. Things get around, there's more people gathering, and that ending is insanely crazy. I mean, we all know that. Great performances by everybody in this movie. Awesome movie. Definitely, again, look up all these movies that came out in 1999. This is definitely one of the better ones, absolutely. I mean, it's got action, good dialogue, good... a cool little atmosphere they got. It's really cool. Really, really cool. So, once again, guys, okay? I have to keep repeating myself. Check out this movie. I'm sure you've heard about this movie. People have referenced this movie. Afterwards, you're going to want to buy tons of soap because you're going to be obsessed with this, okay? I had no idea that lard had so much to do with soap. I didn't even know that. I was still learning a lot of things in the 90s. But yes, definitely check out this movie. Then another great movie came to start off the new millennium. Okay, 2000, a movie called Snatch. Okay, great movie. More of obviously a British cast, you know, and of course you got to put a white guy in there. So what do? You get one of the number one stars that's just been on a roll for the last couple of years. You get Brad Pitt to play Mickey O'Neill. Okay. Now the whole thing I've heard about his character is that he was actually supposed to talk normal, because in the movie he's just talking, you know, all that shit. I think it was more Irish, but anyways, yeah, so I don't know. So apparently I couldn't get the accent either. And neither could Brad Pitt. Okay, he could not nail down the accent. So the director just told him, look, just talk gibberish. Just talk whatever the fuck. Sound funny, do your thing, whatever. What's funny is my buddy told me, rest in peace, he said that if you get the DVD, or I'm assuming the Blu-ray now, because most people don't, I mean, probably most people don't even know what a Blu-ray is either, because, I mean, let's be honest, it's not really necessary. You can, there's a thing on whatever, the CD, again, another thing that nobody has ever heard of, no millennial anyway. There's a feature where you can put subtitles just at Brad Pitt's parts, where you can find out what he's actually saying. So if you're interested to see what he's saying, it really doesn't matter. I mean, he just kicks ass in this movie. I mean, one punch, you know, motherfuckers are out. That's it, you know. Always testing the limits. And there you go. Cool little character, cool movie. I'm not going to lie to you. I like Guy Ritchie, don't get me wrong. But Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, by far his best movies. By far. It's not even close. I would say Snatch is probably his best movie. For sure. And all this fucking shit for just a diamond. Just a measly little diamond. It's flawless. You got Jason Statham, Stephen Graham, who, you know, I saw him in The Irishman. You shouldn't like have a meeting dressed in Bahama shorts. Okay, we all know that. I'm just saying. Vinnie Jones, who kicks ass in everything he does, he still scares the shit out of me. I don't care if he's going to be 100 or whatever. William Beck, Adi, I don't know how you say that name. Adi, A-D-E. Don't kick my ass either. Andy Beckwith, Ewan Bremer, Benicio del Toro, Sam Douglas, fucking Nicola Collins, Andy Beckwith, forget it. Awesome cast of people. Great cast, great movie. Fucking funny too. A lot of great jokes in there. So, again, I don't want to say it again. Awesome movie. When you got the chance, check it out. So, as you can see here, Brad Pitt is on a hell of a fucking run when it comes to movies. The Mexican. I'll be honest with you. I never saw this one. It didn't get the best reviews. Him and Julia Roberts hook up or something. What is this? A man tries to transport an ancient gun called the Mexican, believed to carry a curse back across the border, while his girlfriend pressures him to give up his criminal ways. Oh, if I had $1 for every time I saw a movie where the guy has to give up something, you know, for his girlfriend, I'm not saying I'm not trying to be a sexist or nothing. I'm not saying that he's not right. I'm not saying he's not wrong. I'm just saying every situation is different. That's all. Okay, Superman 2. Why the fuck did he give up his powers? He's stupid. Malakias. I'm just saying. I never saw this movie. I don't have to tell you. I don't know. Heard James Gandolfini is one of the better characters in the movie. J.K. Simmons is also in it. Gene Hackman's in it. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, it's up to you. Want to see it? Go for it. I'm not stopping you. Okay. That's it. So, and the next movie he did was Spy Game. Good little movie. Decent. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too, whatever. Good little action movie. Retiring CIA agent Nathan Muro recalls his training of Tom Bishop while working against agency politics to free him from his Chinese captors. There you go. You got Robert Redford in there. Listen, Robert Redford's a fucking legend. All right. In many ways, it's almost, I mean, a lot of people almost consider this movie like him, like passing the torch. You know what I mean? In many ways, to Brad Pitt. You know, I mean, Robert Redford. I mean, God only knows how much him and Paul Newman, how many girls those guys got. But I'm just saying, you know, it's cool to see those two guys together in a movie. So good little movie, nothing too crazy, but it's all right. Then he was in that one episode of Friends. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even I'm not I mentioned this before. I'm not a big fan of Friends. I don't really get it, whatever. But I did see this episode where he did star in it. It was pretty funny. Okay. First of all, again, nobody believes that Brad Pitt wasn't popular in high school. Like I listed all the shit he did. It's just, I mean, this guy was born to be cool. You know, it just happens. But it's actually a funny episode. I don't mind it. Like them going back and forth. I mean, this was a time when I think already Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt were already going out at this point. So, you know, Jennifer's like, hey, why don't you join me on an episode? Why not? Let's do it. You know, we'll learn Greek together. Oh, beautiful. You know, enjoy some Saganaki. I love it. I love it. So, not a bad little episode. It's okay. Same year, 2001, Ocean 11s comes out. 11s. Did I say Ocean's 11s? Ocean's 11. That's it. Flows right off the tongue. And he plays a character named Rusty Ryan, who, again, does not stop eating. You know, it doesn't matter. It's all the bad foods, too. That's what I'm saying. Like if he ate, like, a lot and then salads, okay, fine. But, again, how can you fucking eat that much shit and stay so skinny? I know it's a movie, but, you know, it still makes me jealous. Yeah, so again, guys, obviously this is a remake of the original movie Ocean's 11. You know, that the Rat Pack made years ago. If you don't know who the Rat Pack is, go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna explain. I'm Italian. You should just know. So hell of a cast: George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Matt Damon, Bernie Mac. Rest in peace. Fuck, I missed that motherfucker, man. I loved Bernie Mac. That guy was so fucking funny. Mark Gant, Tim Perez, Elliot Gould, Frank Patton III, Casey Affleck, Scott Conn, Eddie Jemison. Awesome cast, guys. Awesome cast. I mean, they went all out with this one. Like at the time, I saw this movie with my parents, and yeah, we all had a good time. And it was cool because, you know, obviously, it was a good idea because in the sense where you have the old generation wants, you know, I mean, people want to check out the newer one. You know, you got all these actors now, pretty much all in their prime at the time. You know, let's all put them in a movie, make it a really cool movie. Clooney's a cool motherfucker to this day. You know, I mean, he gets all his people together. It's directed by Steven Soderbergh. You know, he's done a lot of good shit, and yeah, there you go. I mean, obviously, this movie was a huge hit. Yeah, they did make a few more. I will talk about that in a bit. And yeah, very cool movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I mean, do I like it more than the original? I don't know. I mean, it does have a different ending. So you know, I don't want to give anything away, but if you haven't seen it, but yeah, I think it's worth seeing for sure. The other ones, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. He played Brad, Bachelor number 1. So this is a awesome movie. You know, I mean, if you actually believe this story about Chuck Barris, who's the guy who you know, did the whole the Gong Show, whatever, and then at night he was a CIA hitman. It's up to you if you want to believe that. I think it's bullshit. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I just don't believe this. I mean, it makes for a good story. I'll tell you that much. But, I mean, there's no fucking way you can have this kind of life. I mean, especially if you're doing a show like that, you're on set for, it got to be at least 16-hour days. I mean, I don't know. It's a hell of a part-time job. But, yeah. So what happened was they had one segment where they were on, like, the dating show, and then they panned right from left. They had... Sam Rockwell's character, who played Chuck Barris, who did a great job. You know, I mean, let's be honest. He was a very underrated actor for a while. He wins the Oscar. Now people know. I mean, obviously people knew about him before. I mean, I'll always remember him from that awesome scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. You know, regular or menthol. But you got to go with regular. Although if you haven't brushed your teeth, you can have menthol. And then according to a black guy that I knew, it's I don't know, it's just as good as wearing a condom. I don't know what that means. But the point is, this is a really good movie, and they had the one scene where they just showed a dating panel. It's just a quick little cameo of Matt Damon and Brad Pitt. But again, really good movie. Drew Barrymore, Julia Roberts, George Clooney, even Dick Clark played himself in there. Michael Cera, good little movie, guys. Definitely a good little movie. Definitely worth checking out. But again, was he a CIA agent? I think it was bullshit. I mean, I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it. Nah, it's not. Nobody has that kind of time. Sinbad, the Legend of the Seven Seas. He played Sinbad. Voiceover work, easy. King of the Hill. Why not play? Patch Boomhauer, which I believe was the character's brother, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Again, voiceover work, perfect. Sinbad and the Cyclops Island, a video short, played Sinbad, voiceover work. That's it, boom, that's it. You go in there, you do your thing, that's it. And then he was on a TV series documentary, Freedom, A History of the U.S. Played a couple characters on there. And then right after that, he had to bulk up and get ready to play Troy. Not even Troy. He played Achilles. And we all know the whole term Achilles heel. Okay? You know what that means? Malaka. We know if you get hit in a certain area, okay, that's your weakness. That's called your Achilles heel. Now, in this movie, again, I'm not going to give away what happens, but we all know why, because the whole, the mythology there, okay, when he was dipped in the water, the ankle part was, covered by the hand. Hence, it was never fully dipped, and that's why that's his Achilles heel. Okay, we get it? Okay, there you go. Okay, you're welcome. You don't even have to Google it. I got you. So, good little movie. I liked it. I mean, obviously, let's just be honest. It's no Gladiator. Gladiator is, that's almost like the pinnacle of these type of movies. But Troy, it's a good runner-up. I liked it. I saw it with my family again. Good movie to see on the big screen. Absolutely. Obviously got Brad Pitt in there, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom. Everybody's getting laid after this movie, for sure. Orlando Bloom, is he married to Katy Perry? I mean, she's got great eyes. The point is, good action flick. Definitely check it out if if you're into the whole Greek mythology thing, which clearly I am. It's all there, man. So definitely check it out. Ocean's 12. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't like this one. I'm sorry. I love the first movie a lot, and then after I watched this one, and I'm like, what happened? I don't know. It's like they just ran out of juice. I don't know. It just, I get it. The first movie was a success, and they wanted to make more, and whatever. But yeah, I was not feeling this one. Yeah, not gonna lie. Sorry. Just, hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Oh, they made another one. Okay, well, I'll get to that in a bit. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, so, I mean, good movie, decent little movie, nothing too crazy, whatever. It definitely, there's one moment specifically I remember in this movie where, I mean, the whole point is, what does it say here? A bored married couple is surprised to learn that they both are assassins hired by competing agencies to kill each other. Oh boy, if I had $1 for every... Listen, again, so, good little movie. The one part I liked when they're fighting it out, whatever, and then one part, Angelina Jolie puts him in the car and then puts the car in drive, and like the car is going off, and like you can see Brad Pitt in like the back of the car, like in the window, and he's just pointing at her like, we gotta talk, and then he just falls off the cliff. That was funny. I mean, but again, it's got its moments. A lot of people parodied this, like even The Simpsons on a Halloween episode, which made no fucking sense. I mean, at this point, who cared about The Simpsons? But yeah, obviously, the biggest thing that happened during this movie was Brad Pitt left Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie. They had the affair. It's only like that. That's when you know you got special dick powers. And even an alarm is going off right now because even they don't believe it. It's an ambulance. I hope they're okay. But I'm just saying. I mean, that's when you know you got special powers as a human being. I said the sentence before, when you can leave Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie. It's like it's no short of a miracle if you're a human being and you get any one of these women. Like, it is insane. And again, the movie's okay. But, this was the big deal at the time. This is what happened. And, hey, it is what it is. I mean, obviously, Angelina Jolie got a lot of shit because, you're a homewrecker, whatever, Obviously, they did not see The Tourist years later. I mean, that to me was, a way bigger deal. But still, yeah, it is what it is, guys. In Hollywood, sometimes you got to deal with this shit, and hopefully, it ends good. Sometimes it ends bad. Talk to Johnny Depp about that one. But, yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you get to ride off in the sunset like a motorcycle, like the guy outside. Yeah, it is what it is. So, decent little movie. It's got its parts, but it's all right. Then he was in a movie called Babel. Yeah, I sort of remember this movie. Not really. Tragedy strikes a married couple on vacation in the Moroccan desert, touching off an interlocking story involving 4 different families. Okay, yeah, so it's one of those movies where, it's got different situations. They all get tied in, I guess. I sort of remember this movie. I don't know. I don't remember if I watched it or not. I don't know. So I couldn't really say. Yeah, Kate Blanchett. She's in it. I always liked her. I always said like she was like the female version of Robert Downey Jr. Like she's just a natural actress. Very beautiful, very nice, just really talented. Should do a podcast about her for sure. But yeah. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. Check it out. Ocean's 13. Ugh, okay, now we're really running out of juice here. They put Al Pacino in this one. I love Al Pacino. He's in my top 5 of all time. But, I mean, even still, it's like, whatever. It's enough, guys. That's it. Okay, you did your 3. You made your money. It's cool, I get it. In this one, Matt Damon has to wear a fake nose. You can't drink the champagne. Whatever. But I don't know. It's the first one's the only really good one. Okay. This one's slightly better than the second one. It's not saying much, but I don't know. Just see the original one, the Rat Pack. See the newer one, Ocean's 11, and that's it. I don't know. That's just me. The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Okay, good little movie. I would have liked to see more. I felt there was too much talk in this one, too less action. Okay, I would have liked to see more action in this one. A lot of people agree with me on this one too. Still a good movie, don't get me wrong. Still worth checking out. But again, I was expecting a little bit more. That's all. That's just me. SoftBank commercial. Sure, I'm assuming at this point, like him just doing a commercial is easily a quick 10 to 15 million. I'm just assuming. I don't know. Maybe it's more. I don't know. Maybe it's less. Maybe he gets points. Maybe the bank just ends up giving him free money for life. Who knows? But yeah, why not? Burn After Reading. Oh yeah, I remember this movie. Okay, yeah, this movie was okay. It was all right. I mean, it's one of those movies I feel, again, it has its moments. It's, done by the Coen brothers. Not their best work, not their worst either. But Brad Pitt's character is funny. He's like this energetic guy who works at a gym. And again, it's kind of like half the hair of Johnny Bravo in that movie he had again. So it's like, okay, let's just, do half this time. And, guys like me and John Malkovich are still very jealous of that hair. And, yeah, it's a decent little movie. It's okay. I mean, nothing too crazy, but like honestly, Brad Pitt's character is by far the best one. You got Clooney in there too, that's it. So yeah, sometimes you just want to watch a movie with like one good person in it, and or they got the best role, and there you go. That's it. It is what it is. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. This is a nice little movie. Cute little movie. Special effects are crazy. I mean, especially how... I mean, the whole point of this movie is that, there's a person who is started off old, but then he becomes young, and then eventually... again, I don't want to give it away. But really good special effects on this one. Again, it's him and Cate Blanchett teaming up. They seem to do good work together. So, again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But, it's a good little movie. I mean, this is, something you can see for the whole family. And, it's a nice little movie. I mean, again, special effects are really cool in this. I mean, they definitely went all out in this one. So, But again, a part of me made me mad because then I'm like, now again, you're reminding all the ladies out there, I mean, Brad Pitt's a good-looking dude. I get that, but now you're reminding them again, like he has these powers where he can get younger, and holy shit! I mean, let's Brad, save some for us, eh? Come on. I'm just saying. But in all honesty, guys, this is a really good movie, so check this one out. Inglourious Bastards. Now you got Quentin Tarantino teaming up with Brad Pitt as Lieutenant Aldo Raine. Damn. This is a good movie, man. Good movie. Anything Quentin does is good. We all know that. Listen, he's got one more movie to go. God only knows what's going to happen. I heard a rumor. Again, it's just a rumor. I heard this years ago that the last movie he wants to do is like a 1930s like gangster movie or something. Imagine, Goodfellas meets fucking Quentin Tarantino. That'd be kick ass. Again, I have no proof of this. This is just things I've heard, but I'm just saying I can't wait for it. But if it does happen. But anyways, Glorious Bastards, great movie. Basically, introduced the world to Christoph Waltz, who, after seeing this movie, he was going to get Best Supporting Actor. It's pretty obvious. But it's like Quentin Tarantino said, they both started off around the same time in their career, and now it's a good time for them to team up. You got Brad Pitt, who's a little bit older. Now you can lead these guys, Let me explain. In Nazi-occupied France during World War II, a plan to assassinate Nazi leaders by a group of Jewish U.S. soldiers coincides with a theater owner's vengeful plans for the same. Now, obviously, this movie, the way it ends, it's not how history wrote it, but it's Quentin Tarantino. Who gives a fuck? He can do whatever he wants, okay? He put Mike Myers in the movie as General Ed Fenich, okay? Again, good little movie. Definitely check it out. Get ready to read some subtitles. I'm not going to lie. Like half the movie you will be reading, okay? Just preparing it, because sometimes you go to a movie, you're like, I want to chill out, relax, whatever. No. This one, you're not relaxing. You got to read a little bit, okay? Just put in a little effort, okay? That's it. But, Brad Pitt is great in this. Waltz, great. Diane Kruger, good. Alan Roth, who apparently they tried to get Adam Sandler to play this role, but it conflicted with something he did. He's great in it. Everything worked out. And this is a pretty awesome movie. One of these days, I will do a podcast about Quentin Tarantino and all the movies he's done. It's probably going to be a 12-hour podcast. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's worth it. And so it's absolutely worth seeing this movie. Beyond All Boundaries, it's a short he did. Megamind, he played the voice. It's a good little movie, by the way. I always like this one. But again, voiceover work, nice. The Tree of Life. I did talk about this movie before. I don't really remember this movie. I got to be honest. I don't. What does it say here? The story of a family in Waco, Texas. In 1956, the eldest son witnesses the loss of innocence and struggles with his parents' conflicting teachings. Other than being taking place in Texas, it sounds like my childhood. But yeah, you know, it looks okay. Sean Penn's in it. You know, he's a good dude, very interesting guy. You know, I just recently watched again Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Basically, half his dialogue you can't even fucking say anymore. No, no, no. The point is, Jessica Chastain. I don't know, I'm not a fan of her. I don't like the way she badmouthed Brando. I don't care if she won the Oscar. I don't care. The point is, two things. One, you don't badmouth Brando. And two, I've not seen this movie. I remember maybe little bits and parts of it. If I did, I don't know. I don't really remember, so I can tell you if it's good or not. I don't know. Moneyball. I do remember seeing this movie, and this was a very good movie. It's funny too. This movie actually is based on a true story, and it's based on, it says here, the Oakland A's general manager Billy Beane's successful attempt to assemble a baseball team on a lean budget by employing computer-generated analysts to acquire new players. Okay, so I want to start by saying this. Jonah Hill, I love you. I did a whole podcast about him because for a while he's just disappeared. Apparently now he's going to play Jerry Garcia in a movie. That's pretty cool, actually. So I can't wait to see that. But I mean, he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for this. He was good in the movie, but Best Supporting Actor worthy? Really? I was like, okay, all right. It's funny too because I told the story on his podcast there. Like even Dustin Hoffman called him up and he said, "Congratulations on getting nominated. You won't win." Dustin Hoffman, he was right. But he was still great in it. Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest in peace. I mean, this guy's pretty much great in everything he does. If you've never seen the movie Owning Mahoney, it is definitely one of his best movies, for sure. I mean, he's done a lot of great stuff, Capote and all that, but definitely see the movie Owning Mahoney. Excellent movie. And I totally forgot Chris Pratt was in this movie. Really? Shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got Robin Wright too. She's awesome as always. Yeah, it's a good little movie. You know, nothing too spectacular. I mean, at times it feels a little slow. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, the money or I was gonna say the movie poster is funny. It just shows Brad Pitt sitting in the stands and he's by himself and he's just, you know, I don't know. It's like someone's trying to get his attention. Hey, what's up? But yeah. Good little movie, and it's true. You know, you work with what you got, and you get certain players. You know, what does he say? As long as he gets on base, that's it. Okay, a walk is as good as a hit. Why? It's a single. You go to home base the first. That's it. Who cares? Like, do we care how he gets on base? No, as long as he gets on base, that's it. Plain and simple. So, good little movie. Good little. Story. I totally forgot this happened, actually. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I remember for a while the Oakland A's were definitely kicking ass. And and now, even to this day, a lot of people still look at this movie and go, oh yeah, that's right, that happened. And a lot of people, pretty much imitate it in real life, so there you go. Happy 2 Feet, voiceover work, no problem. 8, as a TV movie he did. Killing Them Softly. This is a very weird movie, and I'll tell you why. Because first off, the first half of this movie, Brad Pitt is not even in it. Okay. Second, he gives a very interesting speech at the end. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to repeat it. I mean, it's up to you if you want to believe in it or whatever. I know it's just a movie, but whatever. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's just weird. Like he shows up like half the movie. It's like Johnny and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, fuck. Okay, like we get it. You want to build suspense and surprise and shit. I don't know, whatever. But I don't know. It's just weird. I will say this: James Gandolfini's in the movie, and he has the best scenes, especially the first scene that he's in, where him and Brad are talking in the hotel room, and it's a very good scene. Trust me, you can see it on YouTube. Obviously, I mean, what can't you see on YouTube? But yeah, definitely check that scene out. It's pretty funny. I mean, rest in peace to James. I mean, we miss him. I mean, God only knows what else he would have done if he was alive. But yeah, he was great with a lot of stuff he did, and yeah, definitely check that scene out. So, but the movie itself, I don't know. I don't know. Eh. World War Z. I didn't see this one. I'll be honest with you, I'm not in the zombie shit. I can't do it. Apparently, from what I've heard, is that the movie's nothing like the book. I know a lot of people were disappointed in that. Yet this movie made a shit ton of money. Probably because people thought it was going to be like the book and whatever. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you're into zombies, check it out, I guess. 12 Years a Slave. Good movie. I mean, that ending is crazy. The one scene, oof, you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah. One funny thing about the movie is like, well, a couple of things. One, I saw like they want to do a movie poster, and like keep in mind like Brad Pitt, like he's in it for like maybe 5 minutes, not even like at the end, and then he's the one that is like, oh yeah, sure, I'll help you, yeah, whatever, he just swoops in there like Superman all of a sudden, and but then also another funny thing is they wanted to do a movie poster where they showed the main guy, and then they had Brad Pitt. You see these movie posters, and they got only the one person's big head there, just blown up in the poster. And it's like, dude, and again, they didn't release that poster, thank God. But if they did, it would have looked really fucking bad. I mean, thank God they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you're producing the movie and all that shit, but I mean, yeah, that would not have been a good look, man. Yeah, but this is a good little movie. Yeah, definitely check it out. The Counselor. Why does this movie sound familiar? Oh, that's why. Okay. Listen, some movies, they have a really good cast and the script is not there. This is a perfect example of it. But I will say this. Cameron Diaz, I have not seen you in a movie in quite some time, but the one scene, okay? And if people have seen this movie with, all I'm going to say is Cameron Diaz, you have a hell of a way of cleaning a windshield. Thank God this isn't a video podcast. But anyways, like I said, you can check out that one scene. It's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give kudos to Cameron Diaz because first of all, one, she's got a good sense of humor about things, and two, she's just down for the cause, man. I mean, it is just I heard someone told me about that scene. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then I watched it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, but yeah, it's worth just seeing that one scene. I'll just say that. But yeah, the movie itself, not that good. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that scene, survey says, there you go. Fury. It's so funny. I just did a podcast about John Berthal. Again, just talked about this movie. Good little movie. Like I said, Shia LaBeouf. But other than that, good little war movie. A little slow in parts, like I said, but overall, still pretty good. Then he was in a short called The Audition, played himself. Whenever you can play yourself, it's easy. By the Sea, which I don't even remember. This one. Okay, yeah. This was bad. Okay. Angelina Jolie directed and wrote a movie, and I guess at the time seeing Brad Pitt, and she's like, hey, I want to make a movie. I want to write a movie, direct it too. Brad, can you star in it? I listen, I once heard a story that they took a trip to Africa or something, and they were literally waking up the neighbors and all this shit all night because they were just fucking so hard. If a woman does that to you and she tells you, look, I need you for a movie, you got to do it. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. So, yeah. This is a very slow-paced movie. Like, I tried watching it. I did. One scene in the movie with Jolie in the tub, awesome. Other than that, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not feeling this one. It's just, 5.3 to 10. A lot of people weren't either. So, I mean, I see. I've never been to Africa. I just assume like there's a lot of loud noises there anyway. But to drain that out through fucking, I mean, that's just, you know, whew. The Big Short. All right, okay, we're back on track here. Okay, 7.8 out of 10. Good little review. Great people. I talked about this during my Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling podcast as well. Christian Bale, forget it. I mean, the guy's in his own league when it comes to acting. Forget it. Brad Pitt also, good little movie. Adam McKay, if you know his humor. Right now, Winning Time is playing. It's about the whole story of the Lakers dynasty. I mean, so you get a sense of humor, you know. Sometimes it's a little eccentric, whatever his characters, but in the end, it's fucking awesome. And this movie is no different. It says here in 2006-07, a group of investors bet against the U.S. mortgage market. In their research, they discover how flawed and corrupt the market is. No fucking shit. But again, all right, it's like the old saying goes, buy some land, because God ain't making no more of it. Okay? Now, let's keep in mind that a lot of people are still recovering from COVID. I mean, not that it's fully gone or anything, or going to be gone anytime soon, but, you know, it slowed a lot of things down for the last couple of years. So, but again, I'm not saying this movie's about that, but I'm just saying in general, you know, it's about the, you know, the whole mortgage crisis and, you know, how these guys can invest and, you know, make money on the side and, you know, all these little, you know, little shortcuts they take and all that. So this is a good little movie, you know. Definitely check this one out. I don't know. I don't think Brad Pitt shows up in the movie till later on. I don't know. I mean, you know, typical stoner. Always shows up late. Ah, jeez. Anyways, Voyage of Time, an IMAX documentary. He's the narrator. Why not? More money, more money, more money. Allied. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It looks familiar, but Robert Zemeckis, really? Huh. 1942, a Canadian intelligence officer in North Africa. We all know what Brad Pitt was doing in Africa. Encounters a female French Renaissance fighter on a deadly mission behind enemy lines. When they reunite in London, their relationship is tested by the pressures of war. I think I remember this movie like a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, sort of looks familiar. I don't have to tell you. I don't know. Looks okay. Decent rating, 7.1 out of 10. That's not bad. You know, not the best, not the worst, but it's pretty decent. Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you guys. You want to check it out? Go ahead. War Machine. War Machine. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. So, yeah, this is weird. I don't know. Is this some kind of comedy they did for Netflix? And he's got very weird facial expressions, and yeah, I don't know. 6.0 out of 10. That's not the best, but yeah, you can tell the budget was definitely given mostly to Brad Pitt, because if you look at the poster, you don't really recognize anybody else. Is that Eric from the 70s Show? Yeah, Topher Grace. There you go. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Is that Anthony Michael Hall? There you go. Right on. Okay. I don't know. Not the best rating, but, you know. If you want a comedy with Brad Pitt on Netflix, then there you go. You're set. Deadpool 2, Vanisher. Okay, this is funny. So he's in it for what? 2 seconds. It's funny, like when I saw this part, I just assumed they digitally like put him in the movie or something. But yeah, or some kind of picture of Brad Pitt. But yeah, that was actually him. He was in there for a little bit, and there you go. I mean, Deadpool 1 was definitely better than Deadpool 2. We all know that. But yeah, you know, good little cameo. Why not? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay. So again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Him and Quentin team up again. Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie. Man, you even got Al Pacino in there. You got Bruce Dern in there. You got Mike Moe as Bruce Lee. Okay. All All right, so let's talk about the obvious scene in the movie that basically got the most attention. Obviously, it involves Brad Pitt as well. So, do I believe in real life that Brad Pitt would even stand a chance against one of the best fighters of all time, Bruce Lee? Absolutely not. But it made for a great scene. And even Quentin Tarantino said, you know what, there was no clear winner. He got a shot in. He got a shot in. There you go. It was a draw. Plain and simple. There you go. So, I can't picture drinking milk before a fight, though. I assume someone punches me in the gut, that shit's just going to go flying. But other than that, good scene, And I want to give props to Mike here for doing a great job playing Bruce Lee. I thought he did a good job. Apparently, the family did not like it. No surprises there, obviously. But, it kind of did raise the question for a little bit. You're like, oh, shit, is there a person out there at that time that could beat Bruce Lee? Because Bruce Lee, let's be honest, guys. The guy could beat the shit out of anybody. Okay, the only person that came close, as far as I know, is Chuck Norris. And that's, to me, that's the best one-on-one fight scene of all time in a movie. That's just, it doesn't get any better than that. So, it was pretty cool seeing that. But honestly, overall, cool movie. I remember seeing this with my dad. We both had a great time. I remember one of my friends saw the movie. She's like, I fall asleep. I'm like, well, you're stupid. Like, what? Like, how do you fall asleep during a Quentin Tarantino movie? Come on. Like, Leo was great in it. There's the one scene more at the end there where he does the dialogue in the saloon bar there, and then he keeps like not screwing up, but then he does it again, and he's in and out of the character, and he does a great job. Margot Robbie was great as Sharon Tate. A lot of people gave not her criticism, but like the role criticism because how come the female wasn't more in the movie? I don't know. It's like, well, fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's something I ask Quentin or whatever. I don't know. Like, listen, in this world, you make a fucking awesome movie, they're gonna nitpick it like fucking crazy. Okay, she was great in it. That's it. Plain and simple. I love the scene where she goes sees herself at the movie theater. I thought that was great. But Brad Pitt, in many ways, he steals the show. He did win for Best Supporting Actor, the Academy Award. He was great in it, man. I like in the beginning, the whole point is he's helping out Leo's character, with coaching and all that. And like Leo starts crying, and he's like, hey, come on, man up. Don't let the Mexicans see you cry. That was great. And at the end there, he's like smoking the cigarette with the, laced in acid or whatever. And of course, the ending is not, again, how, it happened in real life. We all know that, okay? But again, it's Quentin Tarantino. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's got one more movie to go. And, oh, man, I can't wait. But Brad Pitt was fucking badass in this movie, okay? The whole thing, just his character, the way he acted, and, and he goes home. He just, he's happy with some shit out of a can, just smoking a couple cigarettes. That's it. He gets to, take care of Charles Manson there, the fucking ultimate Malaka. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Great fucking movie. A lot of people criticized it, for being a little long and whatever. Fuck you. Just don't see the movie then, you dipshits. Also, I want to say Damian Lewis did a great job looking like Steve McQueen there. Like, even my dad was like, who the fuck is this actor? Oh my God, he looks like Steve McQueen. This is crazy. I'm like, Dad, you don't watch Billions? Fuck, he's awesome in it. I mentioned before, Al Pacino there, Dakota Fanning. This is a kick-ass movie, guys. Awesome movie. I love Quentin. And again, I will do a podcast in the future about Mr. Quentin Tarantino because he's too cool. One cool thing I want to say too is, a couple things. One, Bruce Dern's character was actually supposed to be played by Burt Reynolds, but he passed away before they started shooting. Luke Perry was in the movie. I believe this was his last movie before he died. Rest in peace to both those guys. And one cool thing, Harley Quinn Smith, which is the daughter of Kevin Smith, who we all love, from Jay and Silent Bob movies, Clerks. Dogma, all that. She got to play a role in it, and she just auditioned, and like even Kevin Smith is saying, do what you got to do. But you're not gonna, not so much you're not gonna get the role, but and then she comes and says, I got the role. I was like, really? Yeah, like so. I don't know. I always thought that was a pretty cool move. So yeah, this is a really good movie. Like I said, Quentin Tarantino. You watch any of his movies, you're not going to go wrong. But Brad Pitt in this one was pretty badass. Yeah, I mean, I even told my dad, I'm like, he won't get nominated for Best Actor. That's Leo, okay? Best Supporting Actor will go to Brad, and he'll get it. There you go. So that's it, man. So you want to see him in a really cool role, really badass role? Absolutely see this movie. I like to see at the end, he's like all tripping and shit. He's like, are you real? Yeah, so definitely got to check this one out. Great movie. Ad Astra. This is one of these movies where it was a good movie, don't get me wrong, but you could tell it's a perfect example of his star power, where like they will not make a movie like this unless they get a big name like Brad Pitt. They got him and they made it. The movie was okay. It was all right. It's about an astronaut, Roy McBride, undertakes a mission across an unforgiving solar system to uncover the truth about his missing father and his doomed expedition that now, 30 years later, threatens the universe. So basically, it's just Brad Pitt in space, fighting asteroids, and I don't know. At one point, he's like fighting gorillas. It's weird. I know. I don't believe this shit either. And his dad's Tommy Lee Jones, and I mean that's pretty cool too. And again, and now I think about it, one of the first things he did was with Tommy Lee Jones. So almost 30 years later, he gets to team up with the same guy, one of the guys he started with. How cool is that? You know what I mean? Like that's it's just funny how life works. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, this movie was okay. It didn't have much of a story. That's the problem. But the special effects are really good. There's one scene in the beginning where he's riding the whatever you want to call it, the mobile cart or space cart, whatever, like through like all this shit, asteroids and all. That's a really cool scene. That's definitely the best part of the movie for sure. That's a really cool scene. But visually, it's a good movie. Story itself, nothing special. But visually, definitely, I would say worth checking out for sure. Fast Times at Ridgemont High table read. The fuck is this? What? He wasn't in the movie. What's this? Okay. So guys, again, keep in mind this is during. Again, we're still going through the pandemic. I don't know. I keep saying it's over. I don't know why. Yeah, it looks like here. Okay, a bunch of stars just reading off the things at Ridgemont High. Okay, that's. Okay. All right. It's funny, even for the reunion years ago, they still couldn't get Nicolas Cage, and yeah, it looks like they still couldn't get Nicolas Cage. Fuck. Okay. But yet they got Brad Pitt, so there you go. I mean, go figure. I gotta know what part he played. Hold on. He played Brad Hamilton. Really? Okay. Yeah. Wait, which one was Brad Hamilton? Was that the guy that was the Italian guy? Hold on, Brad. No, it can't be. No, what kind of Italian name is Hamilton? No. Which one was Brad Hamilton? Oh yeah, it was the Reinhold character. Yeah. Really, him? I don't know about that. I mean, I can't picture him in a pirate hat, but okay. I don't know, like even like him as like the Sean Penn character, Spicoli. I mean, I don't know, Hey, he smokes weed anyway. Like, what's the difference? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, something to do during COVID, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Cool. And then he did a movie called The Lost City, which actually came out this year. Is coming out this year? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I heard. Oh, this one. Oh, fuck. Okay. Listen, I just say that because it looks like like clearly this is one of these movies. It's date clickbait, for movies. That's it. You know what I mean? It's the one with the Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum and Daniel Radcliffe too. Okay. I heard Daniel Radcliffe's going to play Weird Al Yankovic. Jeez. That's just awesome. I love Weird Al. But yeah, this movie, I mean, come on. You know, I don't know. Do you really want to go out with a woman who thinks that this movie could be entertaining? You know what I mean? Like, again, I got nothing against any of these people in this movie. I'm just saying, you know, like, come on, guys. You know, like, we're not, you know, come on, Hollywood. We're not as stupid as you think. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, he's got a couple things coming up here. It says post-production, Bullet Train. He's going to play a character named Ladybug. What does it say here? It says here, 5 assassins aboard a fast-moving bullet train find out their missions have something in common. Ugh, of course they do. Of course they do. Oh, Brad Pitt is back to wearing glasses. Okay, cool. All right, who you got here? Sandra Bullock. Oh, Jesus. Sandra Bullock again. Okay. Zazie Beetz. I got nothing against Sandra Bullock. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's just weird. Like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I actually heard she's a good person. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Michael Shannon. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm assuming he's going to be one of the bad guys. Okay, Michael Shannon's fucking awesome. Okay. Who else? Bad Bunny. Come on, stop it. Now he's an actor too? Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, is that the guy from, what was that show with everybody had the superpowers and, I don't know, it turned into shit after a season. You guys know what show I'm talking about, right? What was that show called? I forgot. Heroes. There you go. Yeah. That guy. Masi Oka. Brian Tyree Henry. I like him in Atlanta. Well, this season in Atlanta, listen, like as a side note, I'm just going to say this. You know, so far they've aired 7 episodes to this date. 2 of the episodes are just completely wasted. Okay, I don't know. Like they literally, and anybody that watches the show, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, just stick to the main characters, please. I don't want to see these other episodes that have nothing to do with that. Like I get it. Okay, you know, the world, America, racist. I get it. But when I watch Atlanta, I want to see these people. Okay, I want to see, you know, the same people. I don't want to see some random episode about, you know, a white guy with problems. Okay, I mean, you know, I don't know. If I want to see that, I look in my mirror. Like that's it. Just, you know, just stick to the main people, please. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Andrew Koji, sorry. Yeah, he's in the show Warrior, which is really cool. If you've not, it's on Stars, I think. No, Stars or... Oh, no. What happened was it was on some kind of Cinemax or something, and then they stopped it, but now they're going to... Somebody else picked it up. Really good show. It's about Bruce Lee's writings before he died, and just, I think, the early 1900s about, you know, immigrants coming over to the States, and then them dealing with a whole bunch of shit here, and then the whole Irish Police Department. There's a section there. Really good show. You got a chance? It's called Warrior. Definitely check it out. Yeah, so it looks like all right. You got a good cast going here. Okay. Let's see what they can do here. You got the movie poster's kind of funny. You got the, looks like an Asian woman with white hair, next to a seat. The only seat on the plane, apparently, and it has blood on it. Okay, so I don't have to tell you. Good luck with that. Let's see what happens. And post-production as well. He's going to be in a movie called Babylon. He's going to play John Gilbert. By the way, we just lost Gilbert Gottfried recently. Rest in peace to him, man. Really funny motherfucker. I loved him, man. I didn't even know that guy was sick, but I love Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace, man. Every time if you go on YouTube, just put in him when he was on Howard Stern, forget it, just sit back for the next hour. It's fucking hilarious. It says here, plot unknown, rumored to be set in period Hollywood. Okay, does not tell me much. Who got the cast? Okay, Olivia Wilde, Margot Robbie teaming up again with Brad Pitt. Cool. Summer Weaving. Catherine Waterston, Tobey Maguire. Oh boy, he was great in the recent Spider-Man, obviously, but this guy, yeah, he's been chilling for a while now. Okay, yeah, he's got to get back to it, man. Come on now. Gene Smart, Eric Roberts. I love Eric Roberts. And listen, people always give this guy shit. I have no idea why. He's fucking awesome. See him in the movie that he did with, was it John Voight? And was it like Runaway Train or something? Or Midnight Train? Fuck, I forgot what it was called. Sorry, man. But excellent movie. I got Spike Jonze in there. Flea again. Oh, jeez. I just talked about this guy, too. He's awesome. Chloe Fineman, Jeff Garlin. Yeah, you got some good people here. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens there. And finally, the last thing. It's in pre-production. We have no idea when this is going to come out. It says Untitled, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, John Watts project. Okay, so Brad Pitt's teaming up with Mr. Clooney again. It says here, follows two lone wolf fixers who are assigned to the same job. Okay. So far, I just got the two involved there. Writer-director John Watts. Okay. He directed Cop Car, Spider-Man: Homecoming. He's part of the Onion News Network. Okay. Cool. Okay. There you go. And that's it, guys. I listen, I know you guys were worried about Brad Pitt there for a while, and during the whole pandemic. And ladies, don't worry. He's not going anywhere. He's just chilling. He's enjoying life like you should, And at the same time, he's still a very humble dude, which is really nice. That's awesome. And I would read off all the producing shit he has, but this thing has already been 2 hours. And, the way I eat, I don't have that kind of time. So, although I will say this, the recent one, it says here, Untitled Chris Cornell documentary, which is awesome. Yeah, because I was a big Soundgarden guy. And, rest in peace to him. So that's cool for sure. But yeah, he's done, 66 credits producer alone. So, yeah, him with his company there, always keeping busy. And, it's good to see that, honestly. All jokes aside, Brad Pitt, he's got it all, but he still wants to do more, And I'm sure deep down, Brad Pitt wants to prove to his audience that he's more than just a pretty face, So, there you go. So, what have we learned? We learned a lot today. A lot. That's, Brad Pitt has a pretty awesome life, and he's definitely earned all his success, okay? It was not given to him. Worked his ass off. He knew what he had to do. And with a little help of good genes, he's being able to make a hell of a career for himself. So I wish you luck, sir, but clearly you do not need it. But again, I will. Good luck to Mr. Pitt. Hope everything works out in the future. And maybe he'll show up in the last Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm sure Quentin's going to get everybody in Hollywood for that one. Absolutely. It's, it'd be fucking awesome. But until then, just keep doing your thing. And, guys like me, normal schlubs like me, we just got to keep going and keep on masturbating. But one person that doesn't have to ever worry about his right hand falling off. American actor and film producer Brad Pitt is ambidextrous, but his left hand is more dominant. Does this fucker have any flaws? Jesus. Wait. When Mike Tyson caught Brad Pitt having sex with his ex-wife, I was mad as hell. You should have seen his face when he saw me. Huh. Wow, that'd be, that's the wrong woman to fuck. With the wrong guy seeing her. Oh, shit. Yeah. But apparently he's still alive. So, yeah. Unlike that dickhead on the plane. But the point is, even Mike Tyson forgave him and decided to keep him alive. Why? Because in the end, he's Brad Pitt.
Go to the house, I ring the buzzer, no one's there. I go back to my car. Okay, they might be working. And as I go to my car, she drives up. Oh, right, it's gonna happen, it's going down. She drives up with the handsome Brad Pitt. I said, oh man, I ain't gonna get no